Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him right at the 24.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up third down.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quick throw to the left side. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him the 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Trojans pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. It's a run to the left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. Kick is up and no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Powerful running here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Nowhere to run up the middle. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
A bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for the 44.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. That's a bullet over the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And first down for the offense.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking tackles. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we are scoreless.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Important second down play coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Notre Dame. Solid debut for this offense.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
7, USC 0.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, SC.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. It's a quarterback keeper. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Direct snap to the back. Oh, and he's in the... Got space, looking to score. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll try to run it with the option. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the market.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming up, second down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second and goal for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Ball carrier tackled there. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on fourth and goal here. Pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
21, USC 7.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it? They'll take a deep shot here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great.
And they heave it deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. And the defense cannot believe it. The interception is going to be wiped out. Roughing the passer is the call. And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. This will likely be the last play of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down after a big gain in the 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? At the 30 now. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the USC offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. And the Trojans will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it, and he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Offense facing second and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The game makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. And the run moves the ball over the 33.
But I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down coming up after that running play. We go with a direct snap. And it works. The first down to the 35.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about. But the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. That's the third pick tonight, though, by this QB. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Trojans offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. And the defense is there to smother it. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point makes it 35-14. Now they get set to kick it away.
Notre Dame 35, USC 14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. When he's got some space here. Just able to stop it, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They begin the drive with excellent field position. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here, they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 35, USC 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback keeps it here. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Now here's the toss play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and be able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. Look at it go for it on fourth down. Handoff heading left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown continues. Well, the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Notre Dame 42, USC 14.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle with throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Tackle on the play at the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. We go with a direct snap. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Here's the point after attempt.
The kicker on for the extra point.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
49, USC 14.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. They'll run the option. The back's got to run the pitch. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They'll run it from the gun. Got a lane. Can he get in? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarter.
Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
USC 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another player or two together and get the points on the board. Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running backs still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.